What if the life you're living right now isn't truly yours, but a script handed to you by someone else? What if I told you that the struggles, setbacks, and constant frustrations you face each day aren't actually what they seem? That your life, the one you've come to accept as just the way things are, is actually built on invisible rules. Rules you never agreed to. Rules you probably don't even know exist. Here's the shocking truth. Those rules are not set in stone. They're flexible, changeable, and most importantly, rewritable. And the most unbelievable part, you've had the power to change everything all along. You simply didn't know where to look. But that changes now. This isn't a motivational speech or a fluff-filled promise. By the end of this video, you'll hold the tools to see the rules that have governed your reality and the power to break free from them. And once you do, you'll begin stepping into the life you've always secretly dreamed of. So here's the big question. Why do some people seem to attract success with ease, while others stay stuck, no matter how hard they try? Is it because of talent, intelligence, luck? Surprisingly, no. The real difference lies in one simple, powerful truth. Reality is negotiable. Yes, you heard that right. The limits you feel, the obstacles you keep running into, the setbacks that keep returning, they're not set in stone. They're up for negotiation. The problem is, most people have been living by a script written by someone else. A script passed down by society, by your parents, by the culture around you. But what if that script was nothing more than an illusion? What if you could start rewriting it today? Here's the part no one talks about. Your reality is shaped, moment by moment, by a force you carry with you everywhere. It's not magic or mysticism. It's something real, proven, and incredibly powerful. It's your belief system. Your beliefs act like a filter, like the lens through which you see everything. If you believe the world is filled with opportunity, your brain will begin to find opportunity in unexpected places. But if you believe life is always a struggle, your mind will continuously focus on what's hard, what's lacking, what's broken. This isn't just positive thinking, it's neuroscience. Your brain uses something called the reticular activating system, or RAS for short. It's like a mental gatekeeper, filtering the information you're exposed to, highlighting only what it believes is important. Based on what you believe, ever learned a new word, and then suddenly started seeing it everywhere? That's your RAS at work. The word didn't magically appear more often. Your mind just started noticing it because it became relevant to your internal programming. So if your mind can be programmed to filter your reality, what would happen if you reprogrammed it? Let's explore exactly how that's possible, starting right now. Your brain is already wired to filter reality based on what you believe. So what happens when those beliefs weren't even yours to begin with? Imagine this on a much larger scale. If your brain can zero in on something as simple as a new word, just think about how much of your everyday experience is shaped by what you've been conditioned to notice. And here's where things start to get really interesting. Most of us never consciously chose what we pay attention to. We were programmed from the time you were young. Society, culture, school, and even your family have been feeding your mind a script. A script designed to focus on limitations, to spot danger, to look for what could go wrong, and to tune out possibility. You've been trained to scan for the negative, often without realizing it. But here's the good news. Just like any software, that programming can be rewritten. Take a moment and really ask yourself, what if the reality you're living right now isn't truly yours? How much of your life has been driven by beliefs that were never questioned? Phrases like, "You have to work hard to succeed," "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "You're not smart enough to do that," they sound familiar, don't they? These aren't universal truths. They're just rules that someone else accepted as truth and then passed on to you. And the moment you absorb those beliefs without questioning, they become your reality. But here's the twist. Truth is not set in stone. It's fluid. It bends and shifts based on your perception. It's shaped, molded, and defined by your beliefs. This is why some people can climb from rock bottom to billionaire status while others remain stuck in cycles of limitation. It's why someone with zero experience can launch a business and thrive, while others with years of expertise continue to fail. It's not about skills, it's about beliefs. Here's a real-world story that proves the point. In the early 1900s, Henry Ford transformed the automobile industry. Most manufacturers at the time were building high-end cars only the wealthy could afford. But Ford held one revolutionary belief. What if we could make cars affordable for the average person? That single belief turned the industry on its head. And it's the reason millions of people drive cars today. Now think about your own life. What invisible rules are shaping your reality and silently holding you back? And more importantly, what if those rules aren't even real? So how do you begin the process of rewriting your reality? It starts with a powerful question. What do I believe that isn't serving me? Here's your first exercise. Grab a notebook and write down the biggest challenge or recurring problem in your life right now. Then ask yourself, what belief is keeping this problem alive? If the problem is, I can't earn more money, the underlying belief might be, I'm not good enough to succeed. If the problem is, I'm stuck in a toxic ... Let's dive deeper into what's really fueling those beliefs, and how to change them. You've just started questioning the rules you've been living by, and now it's time to dig even deeper into the stories you've been telling yourself. Let's take a closer look. Maybe you're stuck in a toxic relationship. What if the real reason isn't the circumstances around you, but a deeply rooted belief like, I don't deserve better? Now, here's the twist. Once you uncover that belief, ask yourself, is this actually true? More often than not, the answer is a clear no. It's not some universal fact. It's just a story you've accepted and repeated until it felt like truth. Let that really sink in. The rules you've been following your whole life, they're not carved in stone. They're scribbled in sand. And the moment you question them, they begin to dissolve. You don't have to keep living the life you were handed. You have the power to create something entirely new. But it all starts in the mind with the decision to rewrite the rules that have been running your reality. Here's a question that might shake you to your core. What if everything you believe about life, the structure, the limits, even the challenges was part of a game? A game you never realized you were playing because you were too busy following a script written by someone else. Now here's the wild part. You're not just a player in this game, you're the one holding the pen. Let me blow your mind with something science has proven. Everything around your desk, your phone, your own body is made of atoms. And those atoms, they're 99.99% empty space. That's right, the chair you're sitting on, the wall beside you, it's all mostly nothing. So what makes it feel solid? What gives it form and function? Your mind, your perception, your belief that it is real. Now think about that for a second. If your mind can take what is essentially nothing and turn it into a solid object, what else are you unknowingly creating? And more importantly, what else could you create if you understood how to play this game differently. Let's talk about the invisible force shaping every moment of your experience. No, it's not fate. It's not luck. It's far more powerful, and it's hiding in plain sight. That force is your focus. Here's how it works. Your brain functions like a spotlight. Wherever you aim it, that becomes your reality. If you focus on your problems, guess what? You'll find more problems. But if you turn that spotlight toward possibility, suddenly doors begin to appear. Opportunities you never noticed start showing up. But here's the kicker: most of us are pointing our spotlight at the wrong things without even knowing it. And it's not your fault. You've been trained. Society, the media, your family, they've all programmed you to focus on lack, on danger, on what might go wrong. So what happens when you take control of that spotlight? That's exactly what we'll uncover next. Get ready to learn how to shift your focus and change your reality. You've just seen how your focus can shape your world now. Let's take it further and look at how those tiny, familiar thoughts you repeat daily can quietly sculpt your entire life. Think about this. How many times have you caught yourself saying, "I can't afford that," or "I'm not good enough to do that"? These phrases might seem harmless, but they're doing something powerful behind the scenes. Each time you think or speak them, you're signaling your brain to find evidence to make them true. Your subconscious starts scanning the world through that lens, and before you know it, your life begins to align with those limiting beliefs. But here's where everything shifts. When you change your focus, you begin to rewrite the code that runs your reality. Let's flip a powerful idea on its head. Your reality doesn't define who you are. It reflects who you believe you are. Imagine your life as a mirror. When you look into a mirror and see a wrinkled shirt, you don't blame the reflection. No, it's just showing you what's already there. The same is true with your finances, relationships, or sense of purpose. If you're unhappy with what you see, the real work starts within, not out there. And the best part, just like you can change your shirt and instantly see a new reflection, you can change your inner beliefs and watch your external world shift in response. Here's something you can put into practice today to start that transformation. Step 1. The reality audit. Take just 5 minutes and jot down the top 3 areas in your life where you feel stuck or unhappy. Maybe it's money, relationships, or your career. Then, next to each one, write the very first thoughts that pop into your mind when you think about them. It might look like money, I never have enough. Relationships, nobody understands. Me, career, I'm not qualified for better opportunities. Step 2. Flip the script. Take those limiting thoughts and turn them on their heads. Write the exact opposite, even if it feels strange at first. So, I never have enough becomes I am always discovering new ways to attract abundance. Nobody understands me becomes I attract relationships that support and uplift me. Say these new, empowering statements out loud every morning for the next 7 days. Why? Because your brain is constantly searching for patterns, and when you introduce new ones, it starts hunting for evidence to back them up. That's not just theory, it's neuroscience. Step 3. The 5-minute visualization. Each day, take 5 quiet minutes to close your eyes and imagine yourself living that new version of life. Not like a daydream, but as if it's happening right now. Feel the emotions, joy, pride, peace. See the details. Let your body believe it. And what happens next? That's where the real magic begins. Because once your mind believes it, your reality starts to align with it. ready to go even deeper into the mechanics of this inner transformation. Up next, we'll explore how your subconscious works and how to program it to work for you instead of against you. You've just discovered how powerful your focus and beliefs can be in shaping your world. Now, let's take it a step deeper into the energy you radiate every moment and how it silently creates your reality. The stronger the emotion you feel, the stronger the signal your brain receives and sends out. At first, this might seem strange or even unnatural. But here's the thing, you're already visualizing all the time. When you worry, you're rehearsing failure in your mind. When you doubt yourself, you're imagining rejection. The difference now is that you're becoming conscious of it. You're doing it on purpose. And what if I told you something wild? The life you truly desire, the joy, the love, the success isn't far away. It's not something you have to chase. It's already here, existing in a parallel version of your reality. You're not trying to create it from scratch. You're aligning yourself to the frequency where it already exists. And the only thing standing between you and that reality is the energy you're giving off in this very moment. Let me explain something that might just shift your entire perspective. Your energy is your broadcast to the universe. It's like tuning into a radio station. If you're stuck on a frequency of lack, fear, or doubt, that's exactly what you'll experience. But if you shift the dial to abundance, confidence, and joy, you begin to attract experiences that match that new frequency. Not because it's magic, but because it's physics. Yes, physics. Every thought you think and every emotion you feel sends out a measurable frequency. And here's the kicker, the universe responds. It meets you at the frequency you're holding. This is the core of the principle. Like attracts like. But here's the question that almost no one asks. How do you actually shift that energy? How do you move from a place of feeling stuck, anxious, or overwhelmed to radiating energy that calls in miracles? First, you need to understand what's anchoring you down. Most people don't realize that they're stuck in a loop of low vibrational energy. This isn't about being negative, it's about unknowingly living in a state of fear, guilt, anger, or shame. These heavy emotions are like invisible chains, keeping you from moving forward. And here's something startling holding onto. That kind of energy is like dragging around a backpack full of bricks. Each brick is a fear, a painful memory, a limiting belief. The wildest part, most people don't even know they're carrying it. So right now, take a breath. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what am I still holding on to that no longer serves me? Is it a fear of failing again? Is it a grudge you've been carrying far too long? Is it a belief deep down that maybe you're not enough? Because here's the raw truth. You can't shift your energy while clinging to what weighs you down in the next part. We'll explore how to release that weight and begin to raise your vibration for real, for good, ready to let it go. Let's dive into the process that sets you free. Letting go of emotional baggage is the first key to unlocking your energetic freedom. Now, let's explore the exact steps to release what's been weighing you down, so you can rise. Step 1. Identify your bricks. Grab a notebook and take a few quiet minutes. Write down one thing, just one, that you've been holding on to that feels heavy. It might be a regret, a deep-seated fear, or a limiting belief you picked up long ago. Then ask yourself honestly, how is this belief or memory serving me? More often than not, you'll see that it's not helping you at all. It's just a story you've kept repeating, a loop that no longer fits the version of you you're becoming. Step 2. Release the weight. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, Now, in your mind's eye, imagine holding that belief, that regret, that fear as if it were a literal brick in your hands. Picture its shape, its texture, its weight. Then visualize yourself dropping it. Here, it hit the ground. Feel the tension lift from your chest. As you do, say out loud, "I release this. It no longer has power over me." This is a signal to your subconscious that you are done carrying what no longer serves you. Step 3. Replace the void with light. Once that weight is gone, picture a bright, golden light pouring into the space where the brick used to sit. Let it spread through your body. This light is new, energy empowering, healing, and full of possibility. Feel it settle into your being. Do this practice daily for the next week. You'll begin to feel lighter, freer, more in control of your emotional state. Now, here's something powerful that most people never learn. Emotions are just energy in motion. They are not permanent. They are not who you are. They're simply signals, messages your body and soul are sending to help you evolve. But when you suppress or resist them, they become stuck energy. And that's when your vibration drops. So instead of fighting these emotions, allow them. Feel fear. Don't push it down. Feel sadness. Don't bury it under distractions. Pause. Acknowledge the feeling. Say to yourself, "I see you. I hear your message." Then let it pass through you like a wave that rises, peaks, and eventually fades. Here's a quick technique for those intense emotional moments. Stop what you're doing. Close your eyes. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? When the answer comes, say, "Thank you for this lesson. I release you now." It's simple, yet profound, and it keeps your energy flowing, preventing those low vibration loops from taking over. Now that you've begun to clear the emotional clutter, let's shift gears. It's time to raise your vibration and align with the reality you truly want. Up next, we'll uncover the first and most powerful vibration-raising practice, one that's always available, completely free, and can change your frequency in a matter of seconds. Ready? Let's continue. You've just unlocked the power of vibration. Now let's amplify that energy and take aligned action that reshapes your reality from the inside out. Step 1. Gratitude as an energetic amplifier. Don't just list things you're thankful for, feel them. Let the emotion of gratitude rise from your chest and flood your entire body. Let it make your heart swell and your breath deepen. This emotion isn't just nice, it's powerful. Gratitude shifts your focus to abundance and opens you up to more of it. Step 2. Visualization as your energetic portal. Set aside 5 minutes a day. Close your eyes and imagine your dream life, not vaguely, but in rich, vivid detail. What do you see? What do you hear? Who are you with? How does it feel? The clearer your mental picture, the stronger the energetic frequency you broadcast to the universe. You're no longer wishing, you're aligning. Step 3. Movement as energetic activation. Energy loves motion. Get up and move. Walk, stretch, dance, or shake it out. It doesn't have to be structured. The point is to disrupt stuck energy and invite flow. Physical movement awakens your body's vibration and shifts your mood instantly. Step 4. Curate your energy environment. What you feed your mind and body matters. Look at your surroundings, your friends, your social media feed, even the shows you watch. Are they lifting you up or weighing you down? Begin to treat your life like an artist crafting a masterpiece. Choose what supports your highest self and release what DOESN single quotes. This is what you must hold on to. You are not a victim of life's circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. The energy you radiate is what shapes the world around you. And when you begin to consciously shift your vibration, everything else, your relationships, opportunities, and even chance encounters will begin to reflect that shift back to you. Right now, that change is already happening. Can you feel it? That spark of clarity, that subtle but undeniable rise in energy. That's your inner power awakening. But we're just getting started. In the next part, we're going deeper, because shifting your energy is only the beginning. What comes next is nothing short of revolutionary. We'll look at the invisible rules running your life, rules you never wrote, but have been following. And more importantly, I'll show you how to break them. Are you ready to rewrite your reality? Let's go. You've just seen how your energy shapes your reality. But what if the deeper trap lies in the silent rules you've been living by, rules you didn't write? Let's take a closer look at those rules. Often, they sound like this: I'm not good enough. I can't take risks, it's too dangerous. People like me don't succeed. These thoughts may seem like truths, but here's the shocking part: they're not. They're walls in a prison that doesn't even have a lock. The door has always been open, but most people never realize it. Why? Because they've convinced themselves they're stuck, and that illusion becomes their reality. Now, pause for a moment and reflect. What rules have you been unconsciously following that feel more like confinement than guidance? Maybe it's the belief that you need permission to chase your dreams, or that failure must be avoided at all costs. But ask yourself honestly, what if none of that is real? What if the only thing holding you back is you? Let's take this even deeper with a simple yet transformative exercise designed to help you identify and rewrite the limiting rules you've been living by. Step 1. Identify the rule. Pick an area of your life where you feel stuck. It could be your job, your relationships, your confidence, or your growth. Ask yourself, what rule am I following here? You might uncover thoughts like, I need to stay in this job because it's secure, or I can't start a business, I don't have the skills, or even I'll never find love because I'm not good enough. Step 2. Challenge the rule. Now ask yourself, is this rule actually true? Most of the time, you'll realize it's not. It's just a belief you accepted without ever questioning it. Where did this belief come from? Was it something your parents said? A story you picked up after a painful experience? Once you trace its origin, it starts to lose its power. Step 3. Rewrite the rule. Take that old, limiting belief and flip it into something empowering. For instance, old rule: I need to stay in this job because it's secure. New rule: I deserve work that excites and fulfills me, and I trust myself to find it. Old rule: I can't start a business because I don't have the skills. New rule: I can learn everything I need to succeed. Write your new rules down. Read them every single day. Speak them out loud. You'll start to notice a powerful shift, not just in your thinking, but in your behavior. Here's the mind-blowing truth: your brain is negotiating with reality all the time. It's like a lawyer, constantly scanning for evidence to prove what you believe. If you tell it, I'm not good enough, it will find proof. But if you start believing, I'm powerful, I'm worthy, I'm unstoppable, then guess what? Your brain will find proof of that too. And as you reprogram these inner scripts, something incredible begins to happen. Your outer world starts to catch up. But how does that shift show up in real life? Stick with me. In the next section, we'll explore exactly how your new beliefs begin to change your decisions, your relationships, and even what opportunities you attract. Ready to see the evidence? Let's keep going. Your beliefs shape your reality, and the more proof your brain finds, the deeper those beliefs take root. Take this powerful real-world example. A group of hotel housekeepers once participated in a study where researchers told them that their daily tasks, vacuuming, scrubbing, making beds, actually counted as exercise. The remarkable result: within just a few weeks, these women started losing weight. Yet they hadn't changed a single thing about their routines. What changed was their belief about what they were already doing. Their bodies literally began to respond to a shift in mindset. Now imagine what could happen if you shifted your own beliefs about your worth, your abilities, your potential. Rewriting your internal rules is just the beginning. If you want to truly break free and step into a new reality, you have to reinforce that reality every single day. Here's exactly how to do that. Step 1. Daily affirmations. Create 3 empowering affirmations based on your new beliefs. For example, I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. Opportunities flow to me with ease and abundance. I am worthy of deep love and limitless success. Speak them out loud every morning. But don't just say the words, feel them. Let them echo through your body like a truth you're finally ready to own. Step 2. Act as if. Start behaving as if your new rules are already your reality. If your new belief is I can learn anything I need to succeed, then don't wait, enroll in a course. Watch tutorials. Start practicing. Taking action turns belief into certainty. When you act in alignment with your new identity, your brain gets the message that change is happening now, not someday. Step 3. Surround yourself with empowerment. Look closely at the people you spend time with and the content you consume. Are they helping you grow or pulling you back into old patterns? Begin curating your environment like an artist designing their masterpiece. Choose uplifting friends, inspiring mentors, and media that reflects the version of you that you're becoming. Now here's the most soul-shaking question of all. What do you truly believe about yourself? Not the beliefs you post online, not the ones you say to impress others, but the quiet ones. The whispered truths you repeat when no one else is around. Because here's the hard truth: your life will never rise above the level of your most deeply held beliefs. Sit with that for a moment. Every choice you've made, every risk you've taken or avoided, was driven by what you believed was possible for you. If deep down you believe you're destined for something great, you'll find a way to make it real. But if you secretly believe you're not enough, no amount of luck or opportunity will change the outcome. And here's where it gets even more eye-opening. Many of those beliefs you carry, they're not even yours. They were planted by someone else, by parents, teachers, society. And yet, you've been living by them as if they were gospel. But what if you could let them go? What if, starting now, you could reclaim your truth? In the next section, we'll go even further. You'll learn how to spot and break free from the inherited beliefs that have shaped your life, and step into the identity you were always meant to embody, ready for that transformation. Let's keep going. The beliefs you carry in silence, those whispered thoughts you barely admit to yourself, shape the limits of your entire life. Step 1. Daily affirmations. Start each day by grounding yourself in truth, not fear. Choose 3 affirmations that reflect your new, empowering beliefs. These aren't just phrases to repeat, they're declarations of who you are becoming. For example, I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. Opportunities flow to me with ease and abundance. I am worthy of deep love and limitless success. Say these out loud every morning. But don't stop at the words, breathe them in. Let them sink into your body and resonate like a bell that reminds your spirit who it truly is. Feel the shift as you begin to live from this renewed place of power. Step 2. Act as if. Don't wait for proof, be the proof. Begin behaving as though your new beliefs are already reality. If you now believe, I can learn anything I need to succeed. Take immediate action. Enroll in a course, pick up a book, start creating. Action makes your beliefs tangible. It shows your brain that the change isn't theoretical, it's happening. When you live as the person you aspire to become, you start closing the gap between vision and reality. Step 3. Surround yourself with empowerment. Energy is contagious, so look around. Are the people in your life lifting you up or weighing you down? What about the content you consume, the shows, the news, the social media feeds? All of it shapes your mental landscape. Start curating your environment with the same care an artist gives their masterpiece. Fill your world with voices and images that reflect the future you're building, not the past you're leaving behind. And now, let's go deeper. Ask yourself the question most people never dare to face. What do I really believe about myself? Not the polished answers you give in conversation. Not what you think you should believe, but the raw, unspoken truths you carry in the dark. Because here's a truth that can change your life. You will never rise above the level of your own beliefs. Every decision you've made, every opportunity you've seized or let slip away was shaped by the invisible boundary of what you believed was possible for you. If deep down you believe you're meant for greatness, your mind will find a way to bring that vision into reality. But if, in the quiet corners of your soul, you still believe you're unworthy or incapable, no external success will ever feel real or lasting. So, where did these beliefs come from? And more importantly, how can you rewrite them for good? In the next section, we'll uncover the origin of your inner dialogue and show you how to replace the outdated scripts that have kept you stuck with powerful truths that set you free. Are you ready to challenge everything you've been told about who you are? Let's keep going. The truth we just uncovered is powerful. Your deepest beliefs shape your reality, and many of those beliefs were never truly yours to begin with. Now, let's pull back the curtain even further. Some of the core beliefs you've held for years about your worth, your potential, your limits didn't start with you. They were planted in your mind, like seeds, by others, parents who meant well but were afraid, teachers who projected their own limitations, a society that thrives on conformity. And yet, you've been living according to those borrowed beliefs as if they were sacred truths carved in stone. But here's the wake-up call: they're not. What if you could drop them right now? What if the identity you've been living under isn't your true self at all, but a mask shaped by expectations, fear, and second-hand stories? And what if today was the day you peeled that mask off and finally saw yourself clearly? In the next section, we're going to go even deeper. You'll learn how to spot these inherited beliefs for what they really aren't, break free from the prior illusions that have shaped your reality for too long. Because once you do that, you're no longer just changing your mindset. You're stepping into the version of yourself you were always meant to be. But first, here's something most people never realize. Belief isn't just a passive thought, it's a command. Yes, you heard that right. Belief is an instruction to your mind, to your energy, and to the universe around you. When you truly believe something, your brain doesn't sit idle. It begins actively searching for ways to make that belief real. This isn't wishful thinking or some vague idea, it's grounded in neuroscience. Your brain has a built-in mechanism called the ... And that's where we're headed next. Get ready, because what you're about to learn will change the way you see your mind forever. Your beliefs aren't just thoughts, they're instructions to your brain. And now, it's time to understand how your brain actually obeys them. Inside your mind is a powerful filter called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Think of it as your brain's gatekeeper. Its job is to sift through the millions of bits of information you're exposed to every single day and decide what deserves your attention. But here's the kicker, it makes those decisions based on one thing: your beliefs. Let's break it down. If you deeply believe you're bad with money, your RAS will filter the world accordingly. It will ignore chances to invest, overlook financial opportunities, and instead highlight moments that reinforce your belief, like unexpected bills or financial mistakes. But flip the belief, decide you're a magnet for abundance. Suddenly, your brain starts spotting possibilities for income, new ideas, and people who can help. Here's the shocking truth: your RAS doesn't care if your beliefs are true or false. It simply follows your lead. So ask yourself, right now, what instructions have you been giving your brain? And it goes even deeper. Your beliefs don't just shape your attention, they can literally change your body. This has been proven through something known as the placebo effect. In medical studies, patients given sugar pills, believing they're real medication, often experience genuine improvements. Their minds trigger biological responses. Their beliefs heal them. Now think about this in your own life. If belief alone can help the body heal, imagine what it could do for your relationships, your goals, your finances. But remember, this works in both directions. There's also something called the nocebo effect, where negative beliefs lead to harm, blocking healing or progress. So here's the big question: what negative beliefs have you been holding on to? And what might your life look like if you replaced them with empowering ones? Let me show you a powerful, step-by-step technique to do exactly that. Step 1. Identify your limiting beliefs. Grab a notebook and pick one area in your life where you feel stuck. Your career, relationships, finances, anything. Ask yourself, what belief is keeping me stuck here? Be honest. For example, if you're stalled at work, your belief might be, I'm not smart enough to succeed. If you're struggling in love, you might realize your core belief is, I'm not worthy of real love. Step 2. Challenge the belief. This is where the shift begins. And in the next part, we'll dive into how to dismantle those false beliefs and build a new mental blueprint that changes everything. Changing your belief begins with a shift in evidence. Your past is filled with it. Step 3. Replace the belief. Now that you've exposed the falsehood, it's time to rewrite it. Craft a new belief that empowers and aligns with the life you want to live. For instance, if your old belief was, I'm not smart enough to succeed, your new belief might be, I'm fully capable of learning everything I need to succeed. Write this new belief on a sticky note and put it somewhere you'll see every single day: your bathroom mirror, your computer screen, or even as your phone's lock screen. Let it greet you first thing in the morning. Step 4. Reinforce the belief with action. This is where belief starts to take root. Choose one small action each day that reflects your new belief. If your new belief is, I am worthy of love, then Treat yourself with kindness. Maybe it's taking a walk, saying no to something that drains you, or simply preparing a healthy meal. These actions may seem small, but they're incredibly powerful. Every time you follow through, you're teaching your brain that this new belief is real. Here's the part most people miss. Reprogramming your beliefs isn't a one-time event. It's a daily commitment, a consistent practice. Think of it like going to the gym. You wouldn't expect to build muscle by doing a single workout, right? The same applies to building mental strength. Repetition creates momentum. The more often you reinforce the belief through action and intention, the stronger it becomes. Eventually, it stops being a belief and starts becoming your identity. Belief is the seed of transformation. But here's the truth most people don't like to admit. Belief alone isn't enough. You can sit in your room and visualize your dream life all day long, but without action, it stays just that, a dream. And here's something that might shake you awake: readiness is a myth. So many people wait until they feel ready, until the timing is perfect, until the fear disappears. But what if I told you that waiting to feel ready is just fear in disguise? It's a polished form of procrastination. Action doesn't follow belief. Action creates belief. Every small step you take tells your brain, this is who I am now. Every movement, no matter how minor, becomes evidence of your transformation. So let me ask you, what action have you been putting off? What decision, what phone call, what step have you delayed because of fear? Because the truth is, that step is the key. Right now, in this moment, it holds the potential to unlock everything you've been dreaming of. But there's one more trap that holds most people back, and it's sneakier than fear itself. It's called overthinking, and in the next part, we're going to break it down. Because once you escape that loop, clarity begins to flood in. Overthinking traps us in place, but action, especially small, consistent steps, is what sets transformation in motion. Now let's talk about what really creates clarity. Doing, not thinking. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't have to know every detail of how things will unfold. You simply need to take the next step. Think of it like driving at night. Your headlights only illuminate a few yards ahead, but that's all you need. As you keep moving forward, the rest of the road begins to reveal itself. Life works the same way. You don't need to see the whole map. You just need to trust the journey and keep going. Why is action so powerful? Because every time you act, you literally rewire your brain. This isn't just a metaphor, it's neuroscience. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural pathways based on your behavior and choices. Let's say you've always believed, I'm not confident. But then, you begin to take small actions that challenge that belief, like speaking up in a meeting or introducing yourself to someone new. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but over time, those consistent actions start to reshape your belief. Your brain begins to say, wait, maybe I am confident after all. The same goes for success. If you've carried the belief, I'm not capable of achieving my goals, but you begin completing small, achievable tasks, your brain starts to gather evidence that you are, in fact, capable. And the more you act, the more that belief strengthens. This is why action isn't optional, it's essential. It doesn't just get you closer to your goals, it reshapes who you believe you are. Let's make this practical with a simple but powerful exercise called the rule of small wins. Step 1. Choose your focus. Pick one specific area of your life where you want to see change. Maybe it's your health, your career, your relationships, or personal growth. Choose just one. Step 2. Define your smallest next move. Ask yourself, what's the tiniest action I can take today to move forward? If your focus is health, maybe it's drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. If it's finances, maybe it's setting aside $5. If it's confidence, it could be as simple as making eye contact with someone on your walk. Step 3. Do it and do it again. Take that action immediately. Don't wait for the perfect timing. Don't put it on your to-do list for next week. Take the step now, then repeat it tomorrow and the next day until it becomes second nature. Why does this matter? Because small wins build momentum. They show your brain that change is real and possible. And as you collect those small wins, you naturally start taking bigger, bolder actions. That's how you break the cycle of stuckness. And here's the part most people overlook. Momentum compounds. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's tiny and slow. But as it gathers speed, it picks up more snow. It gets bigger, heavier, unstoppable in the next part. We'll talk about how to use this momentum to unlock breakthroughs in every area of your life, and how to keep it going when motivation runs out. Ready to keep rolling?